A toxic relation is defined by any relation where there is lack of trust, companionship, and respect. Now, when I'm discussing toxic relationship, it is not necessarily a relationship between a boyfriend or girlfriend, between a husband and a wife. It can be any relationship for example, between your friends, family, anyone. So what are those characteristics that you need to look out for to see whether your relationship is toxic or not? Now, the first criteria is relationship scores. Relationship scores is where one person always keeps the scores. For example, what was the last time we had a fight for? Who was at fault? Whose fault was most during that time? So you always keep a score and assessing the past all the time, and even discussing those current problem in terms of those past events. Now, what happens in this, that it is a very good way that couples or people use in their relationship to deflect from actually facing the current problem and focusing more on the past. So it's more like avoiding the current situation and looking into the past, and not only that, blaming the other person and keeping scores. Okay, you are more at fault and I'm the one who's suffering. Next, aggression. Passive aggression is when a couple or an individual or anyone is not directly telling you what is amiss in a relation. They are not telling you why they are angry, but they are throwing you bits and pieces and breadcrumbs all the way that you have to figure out and find out why they are doing this. And they are, picking fights for petty, simple matters that doesn't even count. It's one way of, they are not able to express their emotions, and sometimes it even can avoid confirmation with the individual, and at the same time they try to deflect the problem. So try to look out for if there are any signs of passive aggressive behavior. The next is using threats in communication. If you don't listen to me, I'll break up. If this is not working, let's go for a divorce. So these are very good examples of threat people use in their relationship. Threats always come up and they start using them to win a fight. And most often than not, they do not mean the threat. They know that the other person is going to feel threatful and vulnerable and will do anything to stop it from happening. So it is a very good weapon to manipulate the other person in a relationship. The next one is blaming partner for own emotions. Now here what they do is that they blame the other person for their own emotion. If they're feeling jealous or threatened or anyhow they're experiencing some negative emotions, they try to throw that or project that onto the other person. And sometimes instead of taking responsibility of their own emotions, of their own negative emotions, they tend to blame it on the other person. Now, another interesting characteristics is loving jealousy. It is a very common and we often ignore it. Loving jealousy, I'll give you the examples, is when couples say, no, he loves me so much that he always wants to spend time with me, and he doesn't like that I go and spend time with my friends because he feels that we should be together all the time. It's so romantic and it's so nice. At the same time, try to understand the motive or the dynamics behind this behavior. Now, loving jealousy is like there is a fear that you will lose the other person, and this person uses all the love, so-called love, and all this rationale to bring that person, hold that person back. For example, they do not prefer them to go out with their friends, hang out with their family, or have some time alone. So this loving jealousy, at times it is very difficult to identify, but it is very important to identify if there are this kind of behavior in a relationship. And the last and more important one is constantly criticizing. It is very common, and always the other individual is saying this, criticizing the other person, not in a way to help them out, but rather victimizing this person to bring out and focus more on the bad qualities, negative qualities or weaknesses of this person. So try to find out if these are the markers that you are facing in a relationship. But at the end, I would really like to say that sometimes we are the ones who behave in a toxic way and not the other way around. So try to identify if you are the one who's doing it or you are the one who's facing these behaviors. And there are solutions to deal with this kind of toxic relation. But the most important thing is to identify that you are in one. Take care.